Let's take a look at the next progression of our butterfly fish kick series. This is going to be the active version on our left side, and this is a great drill to being able to really feel and take your butterfly kick kind of to that next level. We love kicking in different positions just to kind of help our athletes feel the kick a little bit differently. So let's go over the key points of this and some of the things that we look for. Arms here are going to be along the side, and we are just going to travel here underwater. One of the biggest things here that we're going to stress is that we have to proceed with caution. Make sure you are knowing the ability level of your athletes. We really recommend this drill for very advanced age group swimmers and senior swimmers, not so much for the developmental. If you're doing this drill, make sure that you're aware of the capacity and breathing ability of your athletes. We don't want to have them stay too under and put them in a compromising position. So just breathe as you need to, come up as you need to, take that breath, and then get yourself to get back under. So let's go over kind of the key things that we look for here in this kick. As we have talked about with our butterfly, there's this inverse relationship here created with our hips and with our shoulders and chest area and our feet. Here we are going down, hips are going up. And then we see the hips going down, and then the shoulders and the feet then here are going up. And we just want to make sure that we're always moving in that direction. Here, our athlete is wearing fins. We can do this with or without fins. And then what we want to kind of see is the toes pointing. Really great job right there. And we can actually really kind of start to feel the whip portion of that kick right there as we're traveling then through the water here. So what we look for is a very natural bend in the knees. The knees do have to bend. We can't keep the legs straight, and we can't just overly bend the knees. So let's kind of talk about that a little bit here. If the legs are just going to be straight when we're doing the kick, we're going to be able to do a lot or have a lot of power here as we're traveling through the water. However, we're not going, a lot of speed, but we're not going to have that power behind the kick that we would need to in order to really move through the water really quickly. The same holds here if we have the knees bent too much. So behind the body, if we're approaching anything like the 90-degree mark here with the legs, we would just kind of be, again, flexing the knees and kind of having this quick up and down movement. We're not going to be able to move a lot, though, with a lot of speed. A lot of power will be generated, but not a lot of movement. Same thing kind of holds true here for kicking under the body and having that 90-degree mark. So what we kind of want to emphasize with our athletes is going to be this. Allow those feet to come up, but then what we want to kind of think about is when the feet are at their highest point, we want to be able to really kind of kick them down, so that way they're going to really be able to really feel like they're going to be kicking a ball under them. That means then the feet will come under the body because of making contact with that ball, and we're going to have a lot more power behind it. The important thing is then you start to train those athletes then to bring those feet then back up, so that way we can reload and perform that movement again. As we mentioned, then we want the arms to be here at the side. Left side, hips and shoulders should be up when we're performing this drill, and we're just going to continue to kind of travel through the water. Again, breathe as needed when we're doing this drill. As we're here on that takeoff view, so here the knees bend behind the body and then come in front. So that's really important to make sure that we're just continuing to remember those movements and motions as we are traveling through the water. On our return view, we're just going to again watch ourselves as we're going through. Here, knees bend behind the body. Great job right there. Pulling forward, kicking in front. Get a little more in front here as we're kind of tailing off and finishing this, but just making sure that we are remembering to have that nice even kick here as we're performing the movement. Great connection here between those hips and shoulders. And kind of see here the feet don't come as much. So just remember, athletes are going to be able to perform drills to various ability levels. And we want to make sure that we remember to kick that up in front, continue to coach our athletes, giving them the feedback to be the best possible versions of themselves. Overall here, if you found some great value out of this, be sure to consider dropping a like and consider subscribing. We have a lot of drills here on our channel that we are sure you'll be able to find some to really help you along your swimming journey.